Where were you born?
Thailand.
You've been deported before from the United States?
No.
Are you a citizen?
Nope.
Well, this is an example of sanctuary cities, right? We got an illegal alien convicted of sex crimes involving children. And he's walking the streets of Chicago.
There's been these viral videos, and I saw you commenting on it, and I was commenting on it, of empty stores, empty Walmarts, empty Home Depots. I think there was like an empty restaurant, empty supermarkets, and people are saying, now again, I'm not going to come out and say I have all the facts on these videos and that they're all 100%, you know, et cetera, but it's this new trend that's certainly going viral. And you can look during the videos, and it does seem to be that there's people shopping, so that there's people there, and they're saying that some of these are in the California area, and what they're saying is that suddenly there's nobody out shopping at these places. You can see this Home Depot. It's the middle of the day. Tanya and I, we went out to a sports restaurant last night to watch the victorious Eagles game, and even they were telling us, thank you. Got my green on, and that they were saying that, but that the kitchen staff didn't show up, so they were short-staffed, and even some of the wait staff didn't show up. And it's all gotten me to thinking, and when we put this out as our question of the day, it's 1776@humanevents.com, 1776@humanevents.com. Have you experienced anything like this? And if this is true, is it possible that they've been lying to us about the exact number of illegals in this country? And so before we get to some of these emails that have come in, because it's been flooded, I wanted to get your thoughts on that, PG.
Yeah, my husband and I have been saying for a few years that there's way more people here than they think. I mean, I think LA County, LA City is about 50% Hispanic. I think the white population of LA is down to something like 25%. So, I mean, at least in terms of Los Angeles, legal or illegal, the Great Replacement, not only is it real, but it's over, you know. But my husband has a long commute, so he drives all around the city through downtown, and he would come home and say, you know, just around MacArthur Park, Echo Park, downtown LA, there's just dozens, crowds on every corner of these brand new, South American immigrants. And they have huge tables where they're selling all of the goods that were looted from CVS, you know, all the shampoo and the makeup, that's all shaving cream, that's all for sale at these little illegal tables. And there are, in the last year, taco stands, like pop-up street taco stands on literally every corner up here in the San Gabriel Valley, all over LA. And these are unlicensed. I mean, you remember they were arresting kids who would start like a lemonade stand, right? So these are now happening with no license everywhere. So if you can believe your lying eyes, it is way more than they're reporting.
So here's some of the emails that we're getting in, just again, anecdotal, but they're saying things like, "Hi, Human Events team. This is from Connor in Colorado. He says, I'm in the Denver metro area. Unfortunately, I haven't noticed the emptying out, but we want to see it soon, as well as Aurora. Play that the deportations reach mass scale very soon." Here's Brian. "My father-in-law does DoorDash in San Antonio for a few hours at night for some extra money. He noticed the immigration crackdown immediately. He said there's far less competition in DoorDash all of a sudden. His income per hour from DoorDash has skyrocketed. He made the same amount in 2 hours the past week, what it used to take 4 or 5 hours just a few days ago. It's amazing to hear, but wouldn't you need to have work authorization to drive for DoorDash? I'm guessing they use someone else's or have fraudulent papers." Hearing that from, in addition to him and the viral videos, that the real number is much higher. Let's see. This is from G. She says, "Saturday, my husband, who is from Mexico, and our granddaughter went to a flea market, so a Hispanic flea market northeast of Atlanta. Normally, it's quite crowded. This time, it was empty. Hardly anyone was there. Some of the stalls weren't even open. On our way home, we live in Western North Carolina. We passed through Gainesville, Georgia, and there was a crowd of people on the sidewalk with signs, mostly Mexican flags, chanting. We saw an older man passing in the opposite direction, giving a thumbs down at the group." Well, yeah, if you're going to fly a flag in the United States, there's only one flag that you should be flying. Here's another guy. West side of Clark in Houston. Goes to the HEB, nice middle-class part of town. When I walk in, usually have to go across to get your items. By the way, that's a marketing trick that all supermarkets use. They always put the milk and eggs as far away from the door as possible. I try to explain that to people as much as I can, so you have to walk past all the stuff that they actually make money on. In the past, there's usually customers in every aisle, and 90% are speaking Spanish. Sometimes I'm the only non-Hispanic there. Since Trump is sworn in, I've been to the store twice, and it's a ghost town. Easy park. I can park right up front. There's maybe 5 or 6 customers, and the cashiers suddenly seem like they're bored. They're not doing anything. And here's another one. I'm just going to cut through it. Tim in Florida reports the same thing from a Walmart. Jessica in Western New York, who rides the Metro bus public transportation, says all summer, all buses have been packed all year, standing room only, with foreigners and children who don't speak English. This past week, the buses have been nearly empty. There were 3 people on my bus ride to work on Saturday morning, a bus with normally standing room only. The supermarkets are empty. The local shopping mall was empty, less than 25%. This is Buffalo, New York, a place that we knew took a lot of migrant refugees. And she's saying, I think that the numbers must be 10 to 100 times more. Oh my gosh. And they just keep coming in. Another one from Houston talking about the box stores. Another one. Someone says this one. So this one is from Molly in I think Virginia, and she says it might be going on because it's the end of the month and welfare hasn't gone out yet.
Oh boy.
So there's different theories, but yeah, a couple more minutes to the break. But Peachy, let me just get your initial reaction to all that.
Yeah, so it reminds me of in 2006, way back when, there was some Bush era immigration law or something that was being debated. So the Hispanic immigrant activists in LA had this great idea. They're going to have this big event called A Day Without a Mexican. It was literally called A Day Without a Mexican in 2006.
I remember this.
To show everyone how horrible life would be without all these wonderful, hardworking illegal immigrants. And so everyone was joking. I remember this. It was almost like a meme. Traffic was great that day. You could get from downtown to the beach in like 25 minutes. There was no traffic. There was no crowds. There was like no crime. It was like this magical day in LA. People still reminisce about the day without an immigrant or whatever. And obviously it's tongue in cheek, but this is what it reminds me of.